EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title? Game.
Boys, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 50 plant. He's topper.
On 1st and 10, Hill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A run here with Brown. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Hill connecting here with DJ Shark. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Hill escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Draw play for Brown. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 14 yards. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go now. 30 base. Push him back. Push him back. Watch twist. 61. Matchbox lights. Deep grip. Deep grip.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, LA. DJ Chark. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the
on 1st down, it's Brown. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hill. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Hill. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Falcons! Saquon Barkley, 58 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Yep.
A shotgun snap for Hill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Saquon Barkley running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Check, check. Magic.
To throw on third down. Murray. Flush to his right. He may try and run for the... Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hill going back to the air on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Here's Brown. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 10. So we got man. we got Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. Coming to you. Coming.
From the gun, Hill. It's caught. Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Hill now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Now.
To throw again. Hill. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Murray on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Head up. Greystone travel. 90 Wolf. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Head up.
On first down, it's Brown. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
60 out ball. Hey, back up.
On 2nd down and 4, Hill. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun, Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, orbit. Big grip, big grip.
On 2nd and 10, Hill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, high 7. Go.
And again, it's Hill. He'll buy some time right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Let's go, D.
Mike 5.
On first down, Hill turns the end zone for Brown. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Ready, break.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Hill on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw again. Hill. That's complete to Smith. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st down, it's Brown. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mark Andrews, 31 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. Murray now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You got three down. Anyway, he's checking. Crash.
They'll run on first down. It's Vaughn, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On first down, Dobbins. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 36, Murray going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore, 64 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Let's go. Do it. Got it.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
To throw again on second down. Hill throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Hill. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Tens the mic. Tens the mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
From the gun, Hill. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Again, it's Barkley. And some room to maneuver. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he...
There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. As his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Margus Hunt gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Hill looks to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Hey, switch gears. Check.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Charlie!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they picked should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip.